This video is for the basic editing. Now I've put a document up on screen. If I place the insertion pointer and I just click it there, now notice if I want to delete the word to the right, I use the delete key on the keyboard, the DEL key, and when I press it once, notice one character to the right is deleted. So you can delete text by the delete key, one character at a time. Likewise, you can use the backspace key and that will delete one word to the left, or back delete as they call it. So you can delete one word to the left or to the right of that insertion point. The most common way that people would delete text is they would highlight what they want to remove and then they would just press delete. And again, you can either press delete like I did or the backspace, they're both delete keys. So that's the most common way of deleting text. Mostly highlighting, people will just say, right, I want to get rid of that and then press delete. It's pretty much that way. Cut, copy and paste. Now all you've got to remember with this basically is anything you cut will move and anything you copy will duplicate. So if I highlight the word environment, then go to the home tab and the clipboard, notice there's a little pair of scissors. I just click on them little scissors, that cuts, so it removes it from the screen. You reposition your cursor where, or your insertion point, where you want to paste, and then you just click on that little button and say paste, and then that just drops it in. It is that simple. Now you can, because it's such a common task, there's various ways that you can do it. Now to cut, you can do the scissors. You can right click and say cut, or you could say Control X. Three real common ways of doing it. But whichever way you do it, you just reposition and then you do paste, which is up here, and you just click the paste button. Or you can say Control V and that will take it in. Or you can just do Control V for victory. Or you could right click as well and say paste, and you'll get the options which I'll walk you through in 2 seconds. Now, if we have a little bit of formatting on this, so I'm going to change the colour to red. Well, actually, I'll just do the word. Change it to red, make it bold. I'm going to cut again, just to keep it with the cut theme at the moment. Now I'll come down here, I'll right click and I'll say, now then, notice here, I can paste keeping the source formatting. That's where it's come from, keeping it the same as where it looked where I took it from. I can merge the formatting and that'll lose some of the formatting and usually keep the bold and normal, or I can put it in as normal text. I've got the options here, yeah, so I'm just going to say keep it as the source, and there it goes in as the source. So that's what the paste options are. And then paste options would be the same whether it's cut or copy, it doesn't matter, they're all it's all the same. Yeah. Now the cut, exactly the same, only different command. You just highlight what you've got to move, you come down to the home tab, the clipboard, that little fella there is the copy, 2 pieces of paper. Now you can hit that copy, or you can do Control C, or you could right click and say copy. Either way, it doesn't matter. You've just got to get one way that you're comfortable with. When people are first starting in Word, they would come up to the Home tab and click on that. After a couple of weeks, they'll be doing Control C and doing it, you know, the way that they're comfortable doing. Now you put it down there. Again, paste is exactly the same. You click on that paste button or do Control V. Either way, you get your paste options. You just pick which one you want, and it'll change it at the time, so it's not a real problem. And that's done. Cut, copy and paste. Yeah. Now you've also got the undo here. This is undo last command. This is redo. So if I undo, I don't just imagine I don't want to do that, I just click that. And each time I click it, it'll go back one command. Now if I go back too far and I don't want to, I've gone back too far, I've got the redo, and that will redo the command. So undo and redo. Now they're on the quick access toolbar by default, but I use Control Z for undo and Control Y for redo, and it just goes backwards and forwards. Really good if you accidentally delete something or if you're trying something out, but it is good. Just have a little play with it. So it's undo and redo. Then we come over on the Home tab and we come over to the editing group over here, and notice we've got Find and Replace. Now if I drop that down and say you've got Find, Advanced Find and Go To, any one of them, it doesn't matter which one I click, notice I get the Find and Replace box up. Now I can find and I can just type in there, and let's say I want to find the word commands. Okay, now it'll just go Find Next. There you go, look, straight away it finds it. If this was a big document, 20-30 pages, that could come in really handy for me. I go Next, there's no more occurrences of it. Yeah. When it comes to the replace, we can say find whatever word and replace with whatever word. So if let's say I'm going to look for word, as in the word 2010, and I'm going to replace that with Excel. Now I've got the choice at this point that I can say to the actual computer, find next. Now notice it's found the word environment. Now I've got a choice now, do I want to replace it or do I want to replace all? So I could say replace all and it would just replace all the word end of. Or I can say replace at this point. I want to say find next because I want to leave that one. Now we'll just go, yeah, find next. So it'll go to the next one. And again, it'll go through them all. Look, it finds every single one of them. And I can then say, yeah, it's just moving that box about. And it'll go around the document till it comes back to the start. Now if I say replace all, it's done 11 replacements. OK to that. Close that down. Notice now all the word is saying Excel. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. At that point, that is the basic editing. At that point I would like to say thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to check my other videos out because I'm doing a series of courses for you. If you subscribe with our channel, we do requests, so if you want to know how to do anything, insert tables, mail merge, anything like that,